Hi guys, I'm back with another video today. So, it's finally time for my TV show review of Are You Afraid of the Dark? Curse of the Shadows. Finally, I'm making a review of this. It's been anticipated for a while. Originally, I was gonna do what I did last season, which I would review each episode. But this season was a little bit longer than normal. Last season only had 3 1 hour specials. This one had 6 1 hour specials. So I just decided to make a full TV show review instead of reviewing each episode. So I am very happy with this season of Are You Afraid of the Dark? I thought it was a very good season. It kept me on the edge of my seat for every episode. I think it's a really good season. I love the ending. The ending was good. No cliffhangers, no nothing like that, so that made me happy. I'm happy that it had a good ending. Well, you should think that every Are You Afraid of the Dark episode has a good ending. I can extremely tell you that this season was way better than last season. Like I said, it kept me on my edge of the season, and I really liked it. I liked everything about this season. The people who made this season did a really good job. The actors in the show did a really good job. And it was an overall really good season. Now, I would like to say this is the best season of Are You Afraid of the Dark of a revival series. Now, I've never watched the other revivals because I wasn't born at that time and I haven't watched them. But I can't say that this season was better than the original Are You Afraid of the Dark series because these revival series are a lot different from the classic episodes. Specifically, the classic episodes is just the Midnight Society telling stories. More in these new revival season, like last season and this season, it kind of takes a different approach of the Midnight Societies, which their scary stories are more like reality. But I really do think this was a really good season, and I really definitely recommend you guys to watch this season if you haven't watched it yet. I would definitely go on demand and watch all 6 of these episodes because it will not disappoint you. It's a really good season. When I saw the commercial for it on Instagram, yes, that's how I found out about it. I was really excited for it, and it didn't disappoint me. So, what is the basic synopsis of this season? Basically, it's about these kids, the Midnight Society. They go into this forest, and the forest is cursed. It's cursed by the Shadow Man, which the Shadow Man is a entity that belongs at nighttime, and basically, if you go in the woods and you don't get out by if you don't get out before the sunset, the curse of the Shadow Man will be put onto you, and basically the Shadow Man will drag you into the dark if you don't stop the curse, which for the first couple episodes that didn't happen. But I'm not going to spoil the ending for anybody. But there was also other elements that came into play. There was a black magic book that came in the last couple episodes. This black magic book starts the curse. Um, it started the curse. Um, and a lot of it relates to common society. So I really like the idea of the Shadow Man, and I feel like this was the darkest season of Are You Afraid of the Dark? I'm not playing around, I'm actually saying it. It is really dark. It's darker than it was last season. I can't say it was darker than the classic episodes because the classic episodes are the classic episodes. I'm not going to go into detail into that, but what is basically the Shadow Man? The Shadow Man is pretty similar to sleep paralysis or sleep apnea or night terrors. If you don't know what sleep paralysis is, it's basically kind of like the Shadow Man. It's not basically like it's based off the Shadow Man, but it's not exactly the Shadow Man. Sleep paralysis is a little bit different in the Shadow Man, but I get the idea that they were trying to go for. Basically, sleep paralysis is something that happens during the night while you're sleeping. It's personally, I've never experienced it, but basically what I've heard from others is basically you're sleeping in your bed, and you basically can't move at all. There's like basically some sort of entity holding you down until you wake up. And I heard it's very scary, so I personally never want that to happen to me. Sleep paralysis also causes sleep apnea. Sleep apnea is basically the idea you kind of sleep paralysis holds you down, but while sleep paralysis is happening, sleep apnea is like it constricts your breathing, so it makes you hard to breathe during your sleeping. And that's a side effect of sleep paralysis. Also, another thing I saw was night terrors. Night terrors are like bad dreams you get at night. Like you say you have a bad dream about something. That's what a night terror is. So, all those things could be contributed to the creation of Are You Afraid of the Dark? Curse of the Shadows, aka the Shadow Man. I think the Shadow Man was based on all of those things, and that's why I truly think Are You Afraid of the Dark? Curse of the Shadows is the darkest season of this second revival of Are You Afraid of the Dark? Now, what do I like about this season? I can tell you this season is way better than last season. I can tell you the bad guy, the Shadow Man, is a lot more interesting than the other guy who was the magician guy in the last season. So he was a lot more interesting. Um, what I also like about it is it has moral values in it that could be taught in real life. That light is better than dark, and dark is not better than light. That light will always be better than dark. It also can teach you how to save things in your community. So, I can't talk about it because it would be a spoiler for the ending, but they basically change history and they save something that stops the curse from happening in general. And saving things in your community can help your community more than you think it could. So it's just basically the morality and saving things in your community can help and change the history, things that might affect the future. That's what I like about it. So now it's time down to the final thing. What do I give this season out of 10? I honestly, I'm not being biased here. I really love this season. This is something way totally different from any of the classic Are You Afraid of the Darks episodes and possibly last season and the other revival of Are You Afraid of the Dark. It's way different. It's totally dark. I'm not being biased. It's generally a good season, and I really do love it, and I really do recommend you guys to watch it because it is that good. I honestly think everything went right in this season. It couldn't have come at a better time, and I give Are You Afraid of the Dark, The Curse of the Shadows a 10 out of 10. I think it was a really good season. I don't know how it was. It was better than last season, and I don't know how they will top this. How next season will top this one. This one is a very good season, and it's going to be hard to go against. I don't know if they'll make another revival series of Are You Afraid of the Dark like they did last season and this season. So I don't know. But that is my review, TV show review of Are You Afraid of the Dark, The Curse of the Shadows. And if you guys like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace, period.